3-9, they're 25% win rate. That is opposite of Summer Slapdown 2. I still think they're an incredible civ. We see the Magyars, Tatars. Tatars, by the way, everyone grabs them for Acclivity. Just want to pull up how well they've done. They're 0-3. They're winless. All 3 games were Acclivity, and they have not won. So every team that has picked Tatars has used them on Acclivity, and they have lost. Seems like they should be good there. They just never are. I don't know why. Their teams just continue to lose on that map. Italians have been great on Coastal Forest. They're so versatile. In this tournament, they are 7-1. They've only lost 1 game. Coastal Forest, they are 3-0. Slavs, Khmer. I'm sort of liking the later end of the draft. Down for Sickness's draft, I kind of like more, even though we have Mongols for Big Bang. Like, that's insane to even get Mongols. And Portuguese this late. They're 8-1 this tournament, so they have been insane too. Mongols? What are Mongols this tournament? Let's take a look. Mongols are 3-3. 50%. I still think they're insane. I'm surprised they've even been allowed to be drafted 6 times, in all honesty. Bohemians in Spanish, that feels like Chasm. Spanish Trade, Bohemian Death Ball. I'd be surprised if it was anywhere else. And the Lithuanians probably even work there. I think it's Bohemian Spanish Lith for Down for Sickness on Chasm. Because the Franks will likely be like Acclivity. I'm not a fan of Franks on Coastal Forest, especially if you're like the super flank. So that's why I think they will be Acclivity. They could possibly be Chasm, but Lithuanians seem better there. And for versatile civs, I think Vietnamese, Italians, Khmer, possibly Japanese. Those are some good coastal civs, some all-arounders that can play any position. Italians, if you get the dock, man, that's insane. Hindustanis, let me see how they have done. They are 3-3. They're 60% this tournament. And if we look at the map stat, neither team has played Coastal Forest, so they are 0-0 on Coastal Forest. I would like to look at how have these teams done on Acclivity. So Down for Sickness is 0-1 on Acclivity, and Big Bang is 1-0. And then Chasm, Down for Sickness is 1-0, so they like that map. And Big Bang has yet to play it. Draft is just about done. Byzantines with the last pick. Saracens even, if they want, Down for Sickness. Oh, man, still waking up. Now, I'm curious to how the Rees may or may not be used. Some teams have been using a Re in like 5 seconds of Coastal starting, and I don't think that's a good idea at all. Your opponents might even hate their position and do a Re, so why teams don't pause at like 398, 395, or 358, or like 355 or something. I don't get it. I think Rees you should always hold off. And let's say you hate your positions. Why not go forward and lame if you're gonna Re anyways and see if you get a boar? I think if you got a boar, you would probably play it out. So I think teams have been way too hasty when they have used their Rees. Sometimes teams get lamed and don't use a Re. So I would like to see teams overall be much smarter with how the Rees are actually used. Because I think a lot of teams don't do a good job of taking full advantage of your one Re per set. Let me see who's around. Right, game is not up yet. I see. Looks like Bob's playing a 1v1 right now. I think he was going to be my co-caster. Looks like he is locked into a game. Now, something that's... Let me see. Something that's pretty awesome. Yesterday, Dev was playing on streams. Wait, what was it called? Let me check donations. Spring Stream. They do, I guess... Mamelook was just telling me about this. They do events on stream where they play free-for-alls and stuff like that, and the winner of each game, there might be a pool of $200, gets money. So Dev, I think, won one of those games, maybe a couple, and he had Spring Stream donate to our prize pool. So we got $10 from Spring Stream yesterday, and then an anonymous donation, about $250, a little less because the fees, but $250 added to the Winter Crown Slapdown prize pool, which is now puts us at $425. That's insane. I love it. We're getting near 500. So that's 434. Now 15% does go to the season 1 prize pool. But tournament wise, I think it's about $370 now. So a little bit goes to that, but I'd love to see that continue to grow. I'm going to link donations if anyone wants to contribute to the tournament. That's the donation link. Discord, if you want to join us at the AoE 2 Underground, there's the Discord link. And why am I not seeing a game? What's going on here? Okay, they're figuring out the pings. Now this may overlap into the next game. We'll have to play that by ear, what we decide to do. We could catch up. It could be replays. I was hoping this would start a little bit sooner. The next match is in an hour and a half. So I think this is definitely going to overlap. I have asked those players if they want to wait, but we'll see what they say. I know people got tight schedules and stuff. And I will get the prediction out soon if you want to bet points. The players are in the game. I'm going to do the prediction right now. So if you want to bet on these teams, you got 5 minutes to do so. Big Bang or Down for Sickness. Who will take game 1? 5 minutes to get that prediction in. I don't know who you favorite here. I know Nazar is 2,400. That's just insane. So we're going to get to see how well his team will do. Last week they had an easy win, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't a competitive match, really. So this is their first taste at a real team, or at a 16-point team. Down for Sickness, they played Blades Angels, which was like 11 or 12, but it was actually really competitive. I was surprised. They took that set 2-1. And the final game was even kind of close. So Down for Sickness has been tested. Big Bang, this is their first time. We're going to get to see what they're made of. And we're going to see how well an S++ can work. He went with the C and an A. Their weakest player is a 1356 1v1. LaMarcus has quite high team game, 1695. And Nazar, almost 1800 team game. And then looking at Down for Sickness, their top player is a 1959 with also really high team game, 1761 in Imperio. And Fresh to Death, he's a 1700, but 1743 team game. If looking at the team games actually of Down for Sickness, they're quite high. They're all 17 something. So that usually translates well to the tournament if a team has a lot of high team game elos. They definitely have Big Bang beat on that side of it by about 100 elo looking at the average. And the players are in the game. It's ready to go. I'm going to try to get right in case there's a or anything like that. Central Lindia? What server is that? Oh, Central India. Gosh. I'm like, what the hell is Lindia? Central India is the server. It's actually yellow pink for me. That's quite far away, but it looks like it's the best server for all of them to play on. Oh, man. I can't stop yawning. I gotta wake up. Have not had breakfast yet. It's a little too early for me to even eat breakfast, so I'm gonna have to squeeze that in between this set and the next one somehow. Maybe a break between games. I'll throw some oatmeal on or something. Players are in the lobby. For those that just tuned in, this is the first set today of 2. And both of them I think are going to be really good. Down for Sickness and Big Bang right now. And Standby Archers regrouping against the Pathfinders right after this. It'll be the same stream. We will not break between. We're just going to get right into the next game after this one. if this ever starts. Don't know. The players are having issues. Okay, game is up. Okay. Gonna watch for lames right out the gate before we look at civs or names. I'm not gonna update the names yet because there's often a lot of action on this map. And Nizar going forward right away. Oh, he's gonna be right on the boar. Does red? No. Okay, I'm gonna. He sees the lame. I think there's gonna be a re if he gets away with this, and it looks like he absolutely is. And this is Nazar from the middle position doing the lame. I'd like to listen in on the team that got lame to hear what they're saying right now.
Did he blame you boar or what?
No.
Nazar's taking it to his TC. Oh, that's epic.
Yeah, we thought.
Okay, then pause and call. Restart.
We're gonna see a re. Thank you for the follow, Kago. So the re is down now. I'm gonna update the SIP names. But the re is in.
Oh, and now we're gonna be flank or water. We had so good positions.
Okay, I will. So it looks like they had the positions they wanted, but because of the lame, they have to switch it. That's a big bummer for them, but that's part of the strategy of the re. Do you do it or not do it? They might even get lamed again and have worse positions, so we'll see. I'd like to look at the positions they had. So they had Lithuanian flank. That's not like the best, but they had the Italian super pocket. I think that's amazing. And Saracens are versatile. This was fine. I think these positions are great. The Big Bang, Berber pocket, Mongol middle. They didn't have like the best positions, but he made it work, and that's a Mongol, like a 3-bore Mongol 2400. Good luck. I do not blame them for doing a rehear one bit. They lamed themselves. Rip. Yeah. They sure did. Now, Sean, I don't know what you're up to right now. Bob was going to be casting. I don't know if he's in a 1v1. I haven't heard from him. He may just be playing a sweaty ranked match. If you want to hop in, I could make you a caster. Just let me know on the Twitch chat. Okay. You are a caster, so hop on in.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It is going.
So this is known as the, what did Ray say? The round of rematches or something? Because Coastal Forest, and we did allow rees on it. In the past, we haven't on this map. We wanted to just see what would happen. I think it'd almost be more interesting if there wasn't. But in a way, it sort of helps you control the odds of unfortunate positions. So
Yeah, I mean, it's RNG. There's some teams that, either have civs or positions in terms of skill level or how their players play that, some positions are much better than others. So having some control over that is helpful for those teams.
right. Game is up. We're gonna look again. Nazar already forward. Getting denied this time, getting some good hits. There's not gonna be a lame. I I agree with this. If you don't want to be lame, just fight their scout a little bit. And now it can't be taken. He is a Mongol. It's Nazar flank again. And their positions are almost the same. The Korean is now the same spot, but Nazar and Mipuran have swapped. Now the other side, how did they do? The Italian once again with the super pocket, which is what they wanted. The Lithuanian is now in the middle, and the Saracen is the flank. They got the perfect positions. That was 100% worth it.
Yeah, I'd be very happy if I was that team.
Yeah, and I mean, Big Bang could use a re if they want. They're not really down anything, except for the Korean being the super pocket. So we could possibly see a re from them. But I think they like Nazar being on the front, so we probably won't. They got their 2400 on the front line.
2400 Mongol player. I guess what do they do? Just super fast up and kill all with archers?
Yeah, you're right on the front. You can go up super quick and you can be all over smoke a lot. We're going to have to follow that, but I don't think they re here because the Mongol is super content with going up early and pressuring hard. I think that's what we'll see. I think we'll see like a 16 or 17 up from Nazar. Maybe it's a little harder to do on this because the wood's far, but 18 up at the latest, I would assume.
Now, Koreans is an interesting pick on this map. I wonder, why would you pick Koreans on this map? Do you have a insight on that?
I know they get turtle ships, so
Which are not very practical in general for water
yes,
fighting.
Pume, this is live. Yeah, but if it's a big water fight that drags out, it's actually
Yeah,
pretty
then they
clutch.
start winning.
Then maybe start bringing in war wagons or something. I think they'd be a great frontline civ, especially with their towers in Castle Age. The guard towers for free.
I think the towers could come into play.
Right.
Aside from that, I have yet to see why have been picked so often on this map. It could just be, they're just a generic archer civ that.
But
Yeah.
that's kind of the problem with them, I think. Like, you have them on Super Pocket, which I guess they get the boats, but they're not like the most versatile civ. And I think when it's
Yeah.
RNG and you can't plan set strategies with fixed positions, you sort of need to go with versatile.
Yeah, and you can always forward a range, but that's puts you in a, further behind than someone who's just up front and is able to do,
Yeah.
the range in their own base.
Okay, I called that completely wrong, and maybe it's because the wood line's so far. This is going to be a 19 up for Nazar. Did he get loom? Yeah, he has loom. Hume says cast stars whenever you have the time. It was a fun set, quite competitive. Is that the one that was pinged in the replays to cast? I feel like it was. So yeah, I will cast that one. I think Koreans are interesting because of the towers, but they're so far away. Barracks coming down for Nazar. Some harassment. So the scouts, it's a 2v2, but Smoke-a-Lot's coming over. Okay, it's going to be all the scouts. Big battle. Devilles are also here, which can help. But they're going to zone out the down for sickness. They had Smoke a lot there. He's not here. I think he needs to be. But Imperio first up with the Lithuanians, getting some good damage in.
Yeah, so far it looks like scout fight is pretty even, so.
Yeah, I'm aware you can't choose the positions. That's why I'm not a fan of Koreans. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Pume. I don't know if it's Pume or Pume. I feel like it's Pume, kind of like Plume.
So Mongol player going up with double ranges. Purple Smoke a lot's just hitting feudal age.
Pume,
So
okay.
He's a little bit behind there. We'll see if that bites him in the back.
Is that a gap? That has to be a gap, right?
I think so. I don't think it
It's
is.
so hard to tell with damn hills. Yeah, the way they're running
They-
it, it's probably not a gap. Sure looks like one if I've ever seen one, though.
But that's how hills work. You never know. Oh, I guess there's an ad break, but
I have my Discord streaming, by the way, if you're looking at it.
Mhm.
So the archer's coming out. Blacksmith going down for Nazar. Second range isn't up yet for Smoke a lot.
Yeah, so I think he'll be safe though. He'll get the range up. All Nadar has to do is go around the south side and he's wide open, so we'll see.
Now, look at this. Fresh to death. Clicked. He's going to go right up, FC. But look at Lamarcus. Clicked. And he's going to be feudal for a bit. Getting a mill. He has four fishing ships to 5.
But he is double dock, so he should be ahead in a second.
Yeah, I think
On
down for
fish.
Cygnus. We'll see. If he gets zoned off those berries, that could be really bad. More
Yeah, he
archers
has
coming
no
in.
other food sources,
He's
so
absolutely going to be not only pushed off, he might even get his blacksmith denied.
yeah, you got 5 archers versus 2, soon
Gosh,
to be 4.
dude, that's going to get denied.
Yeah,
Oh, this
he's
is
gotta run.
terrible for them. And the weak Vills. He's
somehow he saves them.
you almost
But
have to.
his TC is going to be idled.
Oh, this is not good at all. The only good news for them is Fresh to Death is halfway to Castle Age. So if you can weather the storm, you have no food. You can't run your TC, you can't get fletching, you can't finish your blacksmith. Let's listen in on Big
That
Bang.
is- Yeah, that's hugely problematic. Do you want me to be controlling the
Yes,
cams?
that's fine.
Okay.
Then I don't have to tab. We're listening in to Big Bang, everybody.
你可能要点个预防塔，小心你的马。这里围一下好了。
He
Oh,
is undeafened, so
Yeah, we can hear it.
把他的工兵吃掉，
在后面，
追过去，一个都，他工兵走到这里应该就要死了。
把他的
你可以准备跳城堡了，
PO 给我。
他应该爆了。
Okay, we can cut the chatter on them. Let's hear
我们继续走。
Down for Sickness, the response with Castle Age and what they're thinking to recover. I see Bodkin coming in for Fresh to Death. So he wants to go kill the water. It's fires against galleys. And he's going to be getting a war galley. Not a whole lot. We can cut the chatter.
all right.
Now they may move to pocket here.
Yeah, and blue is already on top of purple again. His berry is just not letting him eat his berries.
Yeah, the blacksmith went up. The fletching's in. Let's see the idle time. 3 minutes and 12 seconds idle for
Yeah,
Smoke a
no
lot.
surprise. No surprise there when you're off food that long. It's just terrible situation to be in.
Right. And we see Lamarcus also getting more galleys. He's going to upgrade his fires. But I mean, people usually don't go galleys on this map. I think it's tricky because if you're trying to play the land battle, you can't really micro galleys, but I guess he's just all navy right now, so it could work.
But he really needs to be on land to help his team, I think.
And I think he may have been on land if he wasn't going galleys. It's just good luck doing this.
Man, Teal Lamarcus is just super committed to water. He's got so much.
Yeah. But if that galley mass gets up, it is fires against galleys.
It's gonna take some time though, so.
Yeah, they are on the pocket. This is what I was worried about. So you're booming and you're on water, but this army continues to press on. Imagine if these turn into crossbows and don't get cleared. TC is gonna go up. Garrison? It's just so awkward. Now you have to fight water. I would have the fire player just press fully on those galleys. If he's pressured at home, he's not going to be able to micro this well. And it looks like he lost several galleys already when we weren't looking.
Yeah, the coordination of like the water fights and like the land fights can be big sometimes.
Yeah, and look
just
at
because
Nizar already almost has it all walled up. Is he about to click? He's getting close to castle. This is just so nasty to deal with. I think with bloodlines, Imperial could clear this. You have so many scouts. I think you need bloodlines. Oh, and
yeah,
Mipperun already has bloodlines, but you have a lot more scouts. Bloodlines could probably take this fight. Maybe even get foraging, but I would love to see bloodlines for the Lithuanian.
yeah, I think you probably want full upgrades on those scouts before you make an engagement.
Yeah,
It's
you have 15 of them.
like how much food do you have committed or invested in?
Okay.
15 scouts. That's a lot.
Here
So
comes
there's bloodlines.
Yeah, here comes bloodlines. He needs to clear this. And the problem on water is it's not going well for Fresh to Death. We see him with a demo. We'll keep an eye on that. Demo? Demo?
The demo's gotta
Demo?
pay
It's
attention.
not looking.
He's
Oh, that was not a good demo.
yeah. Not ideal.
He had a great opportunity to hit 3. I think he was distracted. Possibly.
Red
Here's-
diving.
Here's the clear. I think he's going to clear it. These are bloodline scouts, feudal archers. Much needed clear. And Mipperun is here with Castle H himself, +2. Bringing knights. Smoke-a-Lot has a lot of archers. Did not realize he got his mass up. I think he needs to find a way to get to Castle Age because Nizar is 60 seconds away. Crossbows
Yeah.
are going to be really annoying. I love the walls, though. I love the walls. I don't love this gap, though. I don't like all that effort. It's probably because of a berry being
Yeah,
eaten.
she's just got a wall behind the berries.
Like, let's finish this
It's-
up.
Not that hard, but Imperio is all the extra scouts he made is putting him far, far behind Castle Age. So
Indeed.
hopefully these walls will be enough to keep these guys alive until Castle Age upgrades come in.
Yeah, I don't like this army going out right now. Maybe they'll turn around with Nizar being up, and they do. They just have to wait a minute 50. Gotta keep this out. Need
Got a
some
wall behind.
house walls, stone walls, market wall. There you go. Is that a gap, though?
I think it is.
We'll know shortly.
It's enough to deter the army, but I think
It is a
gap.
gap because, look, this barracks is more that way. But it does sort of funnel them.
And those
Bod-
buildings just melt to knights.
Bodkin's in. The problem is these are just feudal archers. They're barely doing anything. I like this pressure from Big Bang. Take advantage of your tech advantage. The turtle ship in the north. Good luck with that. Now Koreans are looking pretty good here. Now, the Korean wood bonus. Is it just archers or is it all military?
I guess it's water too, so yeah.
Oh, that's why Korean's here. If you get water, I mean, it's actually really good. This fight, though, man, it's not
That's
going down for Sickness's
not going to
way.
be a one fight.
I think they needed to preserve his archer numbers, regardless of what losses might have happened, and then fight. The fact that the archers are now dead, there's no crossbow bodkin in, I think that could be game.
You want to listen to Down for Sickness Depression, or
Sure. Oh, never mind. It is over.
okay?
I really think they were in trouble anyways.
I mean, like, if I wasn't microing my villagers, I would kill my
I
guy.
mean, when you look back,
I
it
even
kind of
we-
almost
we
came
can
down
cut-
to
I mean,
Almost
like,
he
if
got
he
the
would
chance.
restart,
anyway.
But
Let's kill him. So I don't know. I think you have to wait for crossbow there. You could even let them in. But you can't lose that army in that situation. I think they forced it trying to keep them out, but those archers weren't doing anything and they were just getting slaughtered by Nazar's archers before the army even got in. So he had a big mass. He had a really big mass. Smoke a lot. Yeah, he was in trouble economically, and you're losing in the north. It's probably gonna go bad either way, but that was all chances of winning were thrown out right there, I think. But well played from Big Bang. They still have their re, by the way. They did not use it. Down for Sickness is down a re. I'm gonna get the MVP poll. Koreans actually really worked well here.
But a big part of that was like Teal did not have to think about land at all, whereas Yellow, fresh to death, had to stay alive while two players were in his base.
Yeah,
So
and
that I think threw him off more than anything. It really like throws a wrench in the gears when you're going galleys and you've got people on land attacking you.
I also think if he did maybe fires instead of galleys, the way it was going, I don't know. I wanted to see like a knight or two early from Yellow. But
I mean, that's what their team needed. But again, like, how do you do galleys and water and land micro? It's kind of hard to do.
yeah, I don't know the map well enough to like, if water's that heavy, can you fight land as the super pocket? Can you do both? Or does like, if it's a close fight, does making knights and stuff then make you lose water? I'm
That
not
is a good point.
not
I think
100% sure. Maybe they were locked into the water because the way it was going.
Well, teal was going very heavy water, and so was yellow in response.
Right.
Just all across the board, things just didn't go well for their team, or they went in Big Bang's favor.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually, I have a new way of doing the stats. I'm grabbing screenshots. So we don't have to go back through the VODs later.
That is smart.
Yes. Okay, so Bob will cast the next set. So you just roll with me for this one, Sean. Thanks for stepping in, by the way, and then Bob will cast the next set with me,
Sounds good.
which is your old team for the most part.
Yes. Replaced me with Mameluke.
Yep. And for those that don't know, Sean here, his team made the semis last tournament. They got second place.
We made the finals last
I mean,
tournament. We
semis. Sorry. Finals. They got second place. Crazy run even to get there in the semis, that reverse sweep. If you haven't seen that set, it's very worth watching. I think it was the craziest set of last tournament.
Mameluke, who is replacing me, is an A tier, and he's a pretty solid one at that. So it'll be pretty competitive, or they're a pretty competitive team.
Absolutely. Let's update these civs. So the Mongols getting the W. The Koreans working out quite well. And even the Berbers, some interesting civs really. But they made it work. And the Italians losing there. They had water, they had what they sort of wanted. But I think it went really bad early for Smoke a Lot on the flank. I mean, he's against 2400, so
Yeah, there's almost 1,000 ELO difference between the two players. Like you can't expect him to win, but he was almost in a position where he needed to at least hold, just because that super flank position is so important.
right. Now, the MVP poll. Who got MVP? I ran the poll, right?
I didn't notice.
Okay, it was... No one voted, so who's the top score? LaMarcus gets the MVP.
Marcus. I think if people did vote, they probably would have voted Nazar, but
Yeah, get those votes out
did,
there, people.
I mean, did people notice the poll?
Unless it... Sometimes it bugs and doesn't show up. Maybe that's what
Well,
happened. We have enough viewers.
people can start
I think people
they
would have
can start
noticed.
complaining if it didn't show up.
Yep. So, I only saw it once it ended. Okay, it looks like it bugged. Now, we're gonna see Chasm, it looks like. Down for Sickness's home map.
This one is like
Sort of like...
similar to some of the maps in the previous tournament. I forget the name, but
It's sort of like Lombardia. It can be very wallable, but it can also be very open. So there is a chance for feudal aggression to pay off. Especially if one team just tries to wall up and boom, I think that could be heavily punished. I'm not even the biggest fan of that on Lombardia. Because early aggression turns into like castle aggression too. You have a great eco behind it for crossbows, knights, whatever you want to flood at them.
yeah, you want to at a minimum control like the opposing enemy's army so they can't,
Yep.
have all the map control when you're hitting Castle Age.
Game is up. And curious what civs. I think it's going to be Spanish Bohemians no matter what. Spanish, Bohemians, Japanese in the north for Fresh to Death. And in the south, Hindustanis, Tatars, and Slavs. The thing I love about Hindustanis is if they wall up, we kind of saw it from the OS team or the old school. The double scouts with Hindustani bonus.
Yeah, they just melt walls.
Yep. So I think we'll absolutely see scouts, possibly feudal archers too, but definitely scouts for Big Bang in the south. I like how this generated too. It's kind of like a decent line down the middle. Sometimes it's a diagonal, which can be weird for trade and stuff like that late game.
Right.
I think this is the best
This
way this map can generate is what they got. And they're not that far away. If you look at LaMarcus and Smoke a Lot, Smoke a Lot's not too far from this edge. It's actually the closest to the chasm out of everybody. Same with LaMarcus actually. They're both pretty close, but dang. It's like right there.
And it looks like one team sort of went for the more mobile civs, Tatars, Hindustani Slavs. They can all do knights, cav archers, camels, whereas the other team went for more late game power, slow civs. Japanese can be very good late game. Bohemians also late game, and then Spanish is kind of their only mobile civ.
Yeah, I think they're gonna play for that. Down for Sickness wants this to get late. They have the Spanish trade. They have the Bohemians. But I think what you're saying, it's gonna be sort of like the OS team. Mobile civs, scouts early, and just lots of aggression running around, punishing the sides, the fronts, the back. That's what I'm
And
assuming will happen.
if the game does go late, I don't think Big Bang's really afraid civ-wise. Like Hindustanis, Slavs, Tatars, they're no joke late game. They have the tools to deal with pretty much everything
I
that
agree.
Down for Sickness has.
I agree. The trickiest thing to deal with would be the Bohemians, but I mean, you got cheap
Right.
siege Slavs, you got cav archers, you got Hindustani camels, you got good stuff.
Yeah, the Cav Archers, in theory, can snipe the the Hoofnifs pretty, better than most other units.
Yeah, I need to get a prediction out actually. Game 2 winner. So do you guys think it's gonna be Big Bang or Down for Sickness? I'm just gonna do a just a 1 minute since the game's kind of already underway and I'm a little late to the prediction. So you got 1 minute to predict. Bet some points. Big Bang or Down for Sickness? Nazar going forward to scout. And look, he's going up. Actually, a lot of players are going up.
It's interesting that they gave Nazar the Tatars. Usually that's not the power player Civ, but I guess he's confident with them.
Now, something I don't like here, and I don't think they're aware of it, they're going for really big walls. Down for Sickness. They even have Loom to sort of help with these, but dude, Hindustani scouts, if they decide to go
Right.
scouts, they'll get in so quickly.
Even non-Hindustani scouts, like if you don't have a Vil there to repair, it's that Palisade wall is going down
Yeah.
fast.
Nazar is actually going to go archers. He's on gold. I think it's archers. Yeah, there's no barracks yet. He's going archers. It is going to be scouts from Lamarcus and maybe an FC from Mipperin.
I mean, if they're doing that, I'd almost like to see double scouts archers because that could do a lot of damage early.
And now at the same time, Fresh to Death. I'm assuming this is scouts. Yeah, he's going scouts himself. Smoke a lot is up. Looks like archers. So it's going to be scout archer, and FC. Long-handed bowmen. The OR team. Yeah, it is the old refugees. The OS clan. But yeah, OR. OS. There's a pause. Sec. Nazar says he's lagging. Now, forward Vil. So Nazar, I think, wants to put a range right here.
And that makes sense because otherwise your archers are going to be walking so far, it's almost not even worth doing feudal archers.
Yeah, the scouts obviously are so mobile you don't have to. But this absolutely looks like a forward range from Nazar. Old school plus Guardians of the Refugee. Oh, it's a combination. That's why it's OR. Okay, now it makes a lot of sense. They combined the two names. Yep, there's the forward range. The other Vil's going to come help build the next one. Now the stable, he's got 2 Vils.
Will that stable see the ranges once it goes up? It's going to be close.
They'll know soon enough once the scout comes out. Now, where
Right.
is Yellow's scout? It's coming home.
All right, and he has been discovered.
Hidden Cup has an elephant archer fight versus an elephant archer fight right now, and that's the most boring thing I've ever seen, so I'm here. Says 4 and 4.
That's
Now, Nazar getting harassed. There's a spear, though. There's a spear. I think the Vil will live. The Vil's going to go down, but the Scout will also go down. He's going to lose 2 Vils, maybe.
yeah.
If that range doesn't go up...
That's
Oh, that is huge.
no.
That is so worth it. That is so worth it for Down for Sickness. Let's listen in on Down for Sickness right now.
Oh,
Not hearing anything at the moment.
Oh, fucking Hindustanis, oh my god. Retarded Sith.
Okay, we can cut the chatter. They just realized that they can break in. Oh, okay, that was huge. That was huge. Oh, no, 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 no. There's a hole, there's a hole. Gosh.
all right. So despite that range being super delayed, it doesn't really matter.
The single range from Smokelot, I don't know. I thought they were going to just go standard feudal. If he had his normal amount of archers, they'd be winning this feudal fight.
Yep.
But instead, Fresh to Death is going to get bullied here.
And I wouldn't expect Smoke a lot to be able to keep up with Nazar's micro, so he needs more numbers.
Yeah, Smokelot's going to get kicked off his gold. The tower, will it go up in time? They're going to see it right now. It's not enough Vils on it. Not enough Vils. I think a little too late. He's kicked off of it. I would have thrown that up with every Vil there. A dive, though, from Lamarcus. He's not looking at his
Yeah,
scouts.
He just doesn't care. Maybe he does. But he did dive that.
You're off your gold. Your farms are idle. They're going to kill your tower. Man, I really would have liked 2 ranges.
Yeah, this is like the GG moment.
It's... You go feudal or you don't. I don't think you have to go feudal. Like, there's no point to go up quick and get 1 range.
But this, I think, is one of the risks with having your lower ELO player go like one of your own only military units in feudal age, is because if you do get behind, then it snowballs a lot harder than if it's a better player in that position.
Bob just said, today we learned this map is not Lombardia. Yes, and I just don't think, especially knowing who you're against, you can't wall it up and boom, if that's your plan. Feudal.
This looks much like Rob's and whatever whatever his team was, his game versus.
Yes! And this is what I thought was going to happen. They want to wall up and they're going to get hit by Hindustani scouts. Now, it wasn't double scouts, but double scouts would have been insane too. They would have got in. They absolutely would have got in. It's feudal archers and scouts. They can deal with the spears. It's actually probably even worse in this situation because it's closer. I think somebody dropped a French fry on the middle of the mini-map. Although it's like the opposite because it goes down.
Yeah, it's like they dropped it and then they picked it up, and that's the indentation that's left behind.
Now, Imperio is up, but like... This is Castle Age into like Panic Tower.
Yeah.
Bloodlines. Knights, okay. They need a lot more knights though. And it's only +1. Smoke-a-Lot is now here with some archers. Did he get a second range? I don't even see it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You just can't keep
Now,
up. They
the other thing is-
they denied the range, man. They should have been ahead. That's
But they weren't
huge.
because they did not do double range.
Yes, I think
Bloodline.
double range is the whole reason this is happening right now versus single range.
And at this stage of the game, I think Slavs are going to have a slight edge over the Spanish just because their farm bonus lets them pump more knights out.
Right? If you want to go single range, honestly, use it as you're building to get up and go fast crossbows. Like single range feudal, I don't know, man. I've never really 1v1,
You
yeah.
see it in 1v1
Yeah,
a lot, but
1v1, not team game though. I don't like it at all. And I think it's a learning experience for Down for Sickness. I think they're gonna get 2-0'd here.
yeah,
But
this definitely does not look good for them.
it's
If they pull this back, it's going to be a miracle. Like, that's kind
Yeah.
of the state the game is in right now.
good news is there's 5 weeks of Swiss stage. They're gonna be 1-1 if they lose this, and they have time to figure things out and get it right.
Now, Imperio has +1 on his knights.
Bloodlines coming in for Lamarcus.
Maturin didn't even bother getting armor yet for his knights.
I would love to see it because he actually can't engage, and there's Knights of Miparun just got armor. I don't know what you can really do here to stop this.
And once Nazar hits Castle Age, that's going to be a bigger power spike than normal because he gets free thumb ring.
Yeah. Palamos is saying it works if you're walled up, but I mean, this was not possible to be walled up. You're against Hindustani scout bonus. I don't think single range was an option at all here. Like, yeah, there's situations it could work. Do not think this was one of them.
Yeah. Well, Smoke a lot learned from his mistake. He's finally got the second range down.
Yeah, because we said it'd be
Little-
terrible before anything happened. Like, even without vision, you should sort of know it's not going to be good.
All right.
Like, that wasn't
those
that wasn't
scouts
God
have-
view that let us know it would be terrible. It's just, I don't think it works.
Those scouts in Smoke a lot's wood line have foraging, so that's just a massacre.
Yeah, let's see the eco KDs. So, Smoke Lots lost 8. Fresh to Death has lost 5. Hell, if you want to be defensive, go for 2 ranges and just delay fletching for when you want to fight. I agree, for that's a great way to look at it. Get your archers built up,
Get your
And-
eco upgrades.
and if
then
they
forward
don't,
the-
if you don't see anything coming forward, if you've scouted what they're doing, then you just go forward. And yeah, you could ease the brakes on the archers. You don't even have to make archers out of both if you don't want. There's a lot of things you can do with 2 range. 1 range, you're very limited. You're going to be behind on archers. You're going to be behind on going up to castle.
I think they will eventually clean this up. There's only a 6-7 vil difference between the two teams. So,
I think the problem is you've lost Vils. They're dropping TCs behind this.
yeah. Well, on paper it's not over, but I think it is going to be still pretty hard. I mean, Big Bang has a huge advantage. It's no question about it.
Yeah, the only advantage Sickness has is, it's not really an advantage, but if they could get this late, they have a chance. They need to drag this game. They need to hold on. Here comes
Yeah, but
Hindustani
with the-
camels.
It looks like Big Bang is not letting up. They are they're not letting them wall up and try to bring this late.
Now, crossbow's in. I don't know if you can keep banging on this blacksmith if you're Lamarcus. Yeah, he backs off.
Not
They're
if you
still-
have camels.
They're still open, too. I wonder if they're aware of that. If they just right-click in, they'll know. But they may just want to break the front anyways. Look at this. These scouts could find damage once again, although there are spears. Big fight. They're going to clear this finally. Miparun got great value out of those knights. And the pressure continues on the front. They'll probably pivot when they see these stone walls.
We see resources collected or resources
I can't actually see that, I don't think.
just resources in the bank, sorry.
Oh, yeah, resources. Ooh, these camels. Big shots. 2 camels go down. The TCs are dropping down. Maybe this isn't over yet. They're down, but they're not out.
Yeah, I mean they don't have map control and they're what 15 vills, 16 vills behind. They're also going to be behind getting their TCs up because at least one or two of them drop towers. All except for blue are on 3 TC. We're on Big Bang's team.
Yep. It's interesting. There's like a lot of ways these can play out. Like the OR team. They did double scouts. Double archers defensive does keep double scouts out. So there's like, you need to do something like that though. You need to do double scouts, you need to do double archers, or you need to do archer scouts. I think that's kind of meta on these maps with the FC from typically the center player, but it could be the edge player. Maybe
that
someone will
many-
think of something new though. I don't know. That's my thoughts, is you need 2 feudal players. Oh, look at this spot that Nazar's sitting at. That's so annoying.
But once
It's gonna get
okay,
cleared.
Purple's got to come over and clear the archers first.
Yeah, that would be nice, just a few. Because those are getting insane value.
I guess it was that or let the camels in. But the amount of pressure they're putting on Down for Sickness's team, like these are not pro players, so this pressure is affecting their boom. There's no question about it.
Yeah. Plummus has a good point. Yeah, if you scout and you see that they're not doing jack, yeah, 1 range could be fine. Even no ranges could be fine if you know what they're doing. So I guess in the end, it depends. It always depends.
Now, it looks like
3 big armies. I want that TC garrison and firing. There we go. But they kind of have enough to almost muscle this fight, and I think, well,
I don't like them taking this fight here.
I maybe just go left. Oh, there's a Mangonel. I don't know, they're sort of powering
Like
through.
those camels just melt to arrow fire. Yeah, I left
Yeah,
all
this
the camels
this
last. That
isn't
was-
really that worth it. Are you?
Like, there's no need to take that fight. That's the thing. Even if they could, there's no need to take a
Like,
big
are they
fight
gonna
under
throw all
the
these
TC
armies
like that.
out? Okay, he's back. Nazar's backing up. Nazar did keep his mass alive, while the other archer mass is down. Mangonel's coming in. I don't know where these units are trickling in from. They're getting in somewhere.
Yeah. But
Oh.
the good thing is, I mean,
And Smokealot's so distracted over here, he's not going to repair this. The camels are going to run right into his eco.
yeah.
He's got a tower, he's got a
Lamarcus
TC.
His camel projection is crazy. Like, how many stables is he on? Just 2.
Just 2.
But I guess he's been keeping those stables working the whole
Yes, and he's been booming. He's at 75 vills, 3 TCs.
game. I mean, they're not that useful in this situation because there's not a lot of knights to kill, but like they just
Here's
they're
the
keeping the opponents busy.
Here's the Cav Archer switch from Nazar. He is Tatars. They have that mobility from all 3 civs now as Cav Archer comes in. And I like this switch over to, oh, there's monks. Mangonels and monks from Fresh to Death. I like that they're switching to the left here. It's easier almost to punish him. The other 2 players have to run all the way over here to help.
Yeah, this is like just a slow grinding death.
Yeah, they're about 50 vills ahead. They're almost double the military. It seems like they're just getting more and more ahead. They're killing production buildings. Smokealot is heavily pressured. He's only at 56 vills on 2 TCs. And look at those numbers, man. They would slaughter this army if not for the home defender's advantage.
Yeah, that's insane. That Hindustani bonus, just melting buildings. Like,
Yeah, these Mangonels are kind of key. Like, some big shots here could turn the tide. But I think Big Bang is just keep these armies alive. Keep the numbers up. get more and more ahead.
I think they're going for it.
They
They're going for
are.
it.
That's a big dude. Look at the damage those knights took on that shot.
I'm gonna undeafen Big Bang.
Okay.
特攻
打掉了打掉了
布空了布空了，
我已经在装兵了，我在装马孔。
我在拿城堡了，和他们死兵。你補麻煩喎，布丁。
哦，補咗4個啦，去4個馬房啦。
哦，係4個啦。OK。
係我啱啱叫咗一步。
TC was not garrisoned.
我拆咗佢塔，我落台有加成，拆嘢。
你说要补什么？
不用了，不用。哦，
不用
我
你如果可以的话，不用了，我3所以可以跳帝王。
我帝王我也差不多上。
我现在准备盖4级，然后调配一下资源就跳帝王。我现在有点暴露了。
All right, we can cut the chatter.
Yep, and that was the GG fight.
That was quite decisive, but it sort of felt like Frozen Cove, where one strategy was good and one was so-so.
That is, I mean, that is fundamentally it. But Nizar has been key in, like, Nizar versus Smoke a lot, I think, has been, like, them playing the same roles. I think that difference has been key as well.
Yeah, I still want to know, like, they deny that range. If they go aggressive feudal themselves, who knows? Different game. Because then it's Nazar on single range.
But Nizar would have eventually gotten a second range. It would have just, you know, he's 175 wood and a few archers behind.
Yeah. But it is a pain. Then you have one forward and one at home. That's like so awkward for an archer player. Because then you can't group them together. And you could lose that range that's forward.
I also just like their civ picks. I mean, their civ picks worked so well for their strategy.
Yeah, they remind me of the OR team, sort of. The strategy, the picks, the style. I would actually like to see those teams meet at some point. It'd be really interesting.
All civs that are comfortable feeling a lot of army, strong army.
Yeah, MVP poll is out, but there's an ad, so I may just run it again. Because no one can see it.
If we don't like the results we get, we'll just run it again.
Okay, votes are... I guess people can still vote. Miparun got the MVP.
Miparun.
Just grabbing some screenshots. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
The Big Bang team was just a lot more prepared for that map than Down for Sickness.
Absolutely. Oh, Bob is on top of things. Let's go.
Alrighty.
We can do an interview and all that. This is actually perfect because... Oops. The other match... When does it start? Let me look real quick. The other match starts in about 27 minutes. So I didn't know this was going to be done in time, but it's 2 quick games. And yeah, we can do interviews and all that good stuff. Congrats to Miparun on the MVP. Let's hop down to
Big Bang, right?
Big Bang, yes. Hey guys.
Hey.
Well played. Congrats on the 2-0. That was a quick set. How did you guys feel with Coastal Forest? We noticed you didn't let's just start there. Did you guys like the positions?
We like the position on our second game like much more than the first game. It's actually perfect.
Yeah, and you on the super flank with Mongols.
Yes. So we are pretty happy with the and like if we can also re-roll once, right?
Right.
We have a restart.
So they really liked their positions the first one, but you lamed them. We heard it on the spy cam. They were like, man, we had what we wanted. So that lame burned their Understandably, I get why they read.
Yeah, true. I would go name like even I am the bad position because I'm just used to it. but like it hurt so much to the scout. I just realized that after I hit the ball.
Yes, the extra damage, but still triple bore Mongols. That's super
Yeah, it would be
nasty.
insane.
And we were laughing like, oh, he's actually taking it to his TC. And we thought maybe you'd take it to the first person.
Yeah, but just like the psychological sort of edge you get when you successfully lame a boar game one, forcing them to re. Now they're out of rees. They have to do everything correctly, or they're just no third chances.
Yeah, true.
Yep. And then water. That's I assume that's who you wanted on water was the Korean.
Yes, it's me.
Yeah. That you guys were winning water there. You were winning the land. It just seemed like a matter of time till that first game was over.
Yeah, the Korean have the eco bonus and the Gali saved the wood a lot.
Yeah, and then the turtle ships, which we saw some of.
Yeah, the turtle is powerful.
Yeah, that was awesome. Game
Yeah, I didn't
2.
think we were gonna see any, but sorry, go ahead.
Game 2, I liked your guys' plan. Were you guys thinking mobile civs?
Yeah, mobile civ are pretty good here because you have a pretty damn ready between the teams, so you have to walk a huge distance.
Yeah, and then that forward range, were you guys worried when that got denied? We thought you were in trouble.
It's a bit we were in a bit of trouble when that got denied. I didn't expect them to spot so early, so I didn't wall my villager and got punished.
Now
Yeah,
the
for... Go ahead, Sean.
the Hindustani civ pick, was that partly for the attack bonus versus buildings?
As if one kind of the thinking is this attack bonus. Another thinking is this map is other player will also pick the mobility unit, and the camel will do it very well.
Right. And the scouts for helping break in. We also listened in at one point. They were like, "Oh, Hindustanis." They were pissed because you guys break the walls so fast.
That's good bonus for the early aggression.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
absolutely.
almost seems like it's where like the meta for that map is being established. Just get Hindustanis if you can and go double scouts or even single scouts and break walls.
We
Yeah.
will see.
Yeah, I don't know. It hasn't been played enough. I think you guys have great strategies on it. Same with the OR team, the old refugees. You guys seem sort of similar. The styles and everything. I'm hoping you guys meet at some point because I think it'd be really interesting to see. But congratulations on your win. You guys are 2-0, looking great.
Yeah, thank you.
And round 3.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing it, but well played. GG's. We'll see you guys next week.
GG's.
See you,
See you next
GG.
week as well.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Let me update the brackets. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to see some of the outcomes of matches that have already happened, look away. I don't have them all in because I'm still need to look at the stats myself. And one of them, a person once casted. So I will probably cast that today, recording. But a lot of the non-competitive ones, we're just going to put the stats in. Those games aren't going to be casted. I don't think a lot of teams care that much. But look away if you do not want to see spoilers. So
I am going to go ahead and dip because I think we're done here.
yeah, we got about 20 minutes. Thanks for casting last minute, Sean. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and I am excited for the next matchup.
Oh yes, me
So
too.
I'll be watching. I'll be cheering, betting all my points.
Okay, man. I know
Until then.
I know who you're going for. You're going for the Pathfinders, your
I
old
might be
team.
a little biased, just a little. But
Right.
all right.
Okay. See ya. So, brackets for next week, Blade. We need all these games in. It's Swiss stage. So, we can't actually get the brackets till round 2's played. That's why there's a cutoff. If people don't get their match, and we can't ever extend it because then the whole tournament has to wait for them. So that's why there's admin losses if you can't finish your games by Sunday/Monday, depending